Hey guys, this is Metagross Freak, and today I have this picture of Heimerdinger up because if you notice, Heimerdinger on his sign says no rumbles. And this is Heimerdinger's latest skin, the Hazmat Heimerdinger, and it's obvious that Heimerdinger, with his giant explosions of awesome, is destroying some kind of industrial mechanical area, and it's obvious that he doesn't want Rumble around. Now, ironically, in the newest skin for Rumble, Super Galaxy Rumble, we see no signs of Heimerdinger or any reference to Heimerdinger, but there is equally large explosions. This may seem like two stand-apart instances, and considering that both characters work with missiles, this shouldn't be any surprise. I mean, even if you just look at their lore, we can tell that both characters are rivals. Even just reading the judgment for Rumble, we see that the League created an illusion of Heimerdinger for Rumble to fight. But what's really interesting is two new skins that are coming out, and those are the Mecha Aatrox and Mecha Malphite. In Mecha Malphite, you can see that you see a silhouette of Heimerdinger and a silhouette of Ziggs. Meanwhile, in Mecha Aatrox, you see Rumble, and it looks almost like he's wearing his Super Galaxy Rumble outfit. This does bring up an interesting point. Let me try to fit these on the same screen here. This brings up an interesting point, considering that in comparison to other Yordles, Heimerdinger is viewed as like this great champion amongst Yordles for like building not the Institute, but building his Yordle College of Sciences. Meanwhile, Rumble is a fairly independent character. Meanwhile, Malphite, even though both Malphite and Aatrox are independent and don't ally with a particular city-state, Aatrox is more on the negative side. He's very bloodthirsty, very warmongery, and doesn't really fit in with the society of taking disorder and making it into peace that the League strives for. Meanwhile, Malphite kind of goes with the flow and is willing to do what he must in order to bring peace. And so I find it very interesting that they included these two and this duo in the new mech outfits. I mean, the new mech these new mech splash arts. Obviously, there's no sign of whether one is good or evil or whatever, but based on their affiliations with the characters, it can be implied that Rumble, since Rumble doesn't fit in with society, that it would make sense that he would build he'd make a mech of a figure that doesn't fit into society like he does. Meanwhile, Heimerdinger and Ziggs, who care more about the betterment of the people, would make a mech in the shape of a figure that also wants to better the people. As an interesting side note, it's also worth noting that with the sword and the color palette used for Mecha Aatrox, he very much resembles Gypsy Danger from Pacific Rim, especially with this huge hanger. We don't get as much of that from Malphite because he has a less iconic look to him. But it is worth noting that they also have the numbers and similar colorations of the Pacific Rim characters. However, it should be noted that they are also Transformers. If you watch various videos, you'll be able to see that Malphite turns into a subterranean drilling vehicle, meanwhile Aatrox turns into a jet. This doesn't really have any relationship with the characters of Rumble and Heimerdinger, but it also might be worth mentioning because Heimerdinger, he looks down on Rumble. Meanwhile, Rumble has to reach higher than ever before just so he can try to surpass Heimerdinger, who is, in many regards, kind of the goal he would strive for. So it's just kind of an interesting relationship. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your feedback. I could just be coming up with silly ideas, or maybe I'm onto something. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, and I'll hear from you soon. Until next time, I'm Metagross Freak. Thanks for watching.